here in Leeds.
At the First Direct Arena
for Europe's Strongest Man 2025.
5 grueling events to find out who takes the title of Europe's Strongest Man.
Yeah, Europe's just massive.
One of the crown jewels in strongman.
I think Europe's Strongest Man as a title is very important.
And your recognition throughout the fandom of strongman is going to go up taking this title.
It's the biggest one-day strongman event in the world, bar none.
It gets a huge crowd because we've been doing it over here in Leeds for about 15 years.
Sat here for 4 years, 21, 22, 23, 24, and watched it when I was supposed to have been doing it.
The taste of victory doesn't get any less addictive.
It's a huge title. Obviously, World's Strongest Man is the big one. We've got the other majors, if you like, but Europe's, for me personally, was huge.
I thought event 1 was magnificent.
The press medley.
We saw some incredible performances.
3 guys finished it. Kieliszkowski,
Incredibly technical, incredibly smooth.
out on top.
Decimated the press medley.
Foytu, not quite as quick as Mateus, but yeah, and Luke Richardson, looking good.
Harder than I expected. Yeah, I think it was harder than everyone was expecting, to be honest.
But if you need something to test your resolve and test your nerve, Paddy Haynes' start of Europe's Strongest Man will do that.
Didn't quite have the technique today.
I suppose the only consolation for Paddy, he wasn't dead last.
Tricky. Yeah, it is. Yeah, we nailed it in training, so it'd have been nice to get it, but it is what it is. I don't think it's cost me too many points, and I've expended pretty much 0 energy and feeling good. Got 4 good events now, so go out and smoke it.
The All Giants lives, the top 3 go to World's Strongest Man.
World's Strongest Man, only 7 or 8 weeks away.
There's 3 places to World's Strongest Man. If you get on the podium, guaranteed.
Being able to earn a spot to World's Strongest Man from another huge contest like Europe's Strongest Man is super important.
And that's the beauty of Giants Live, because that's your way through.
You want to be your national champion, you want to be your regional champion, and you want to be the world champion.
So they all want to go there. And only, I think, 3 or 4 in this lineup have actually got an invite so far.
Luke Stoltman has got an invite. Luke Richardson's got an invite. Andy Flynn's got an invite.
But if guys have already made World's Strongest Man, then those places will get passed further down the order.
Last year being my first Europes and my first Worlds, it was the mentality of if I do well, I do qualify. But now it's more of if I don't do well, I don't qualify. So the cards switched a bit.
A lot of these guys are trying to keep their linear focus.
What did Neil go for? 4 in black. He needs to up his game, telling you. Silver. Every time I come here, I'm going to have different.
I'll tell you next time, Jersey Dukes and Silver, Neil, or nothing.
Or nothing. Don't bother coming. We'll take your place.
When you're backstage, you see the true feelings, the true anguish, the true trials.
You're asking our muscle fibers to recruit so much power and strength.
We've got a duty of care to them.
We have quite an extensive medical crew here. The masseuses, we have Rocco, who is a chiropractor come physio come osteo. We also have a doctor, actually a surgeon, a sports surgeon, who comes along and oversees in case there's any real emergencies.
Certainly the massage and the physio just gets them ready before they go out there.
Yeah, the physio team are absolutely crucial.
I've come here to supply sports massage for the Giants Backstage.
Braden comes, he's part of the team a lot of the time.
Europe seems to be my gig. That and Glasgow's the World Tour final. Seen you there a few times, haven't I?
So the physio we have here at Giants Live is really ugly man, and it helps a lot. And I like when he sticks his...
We're qualified enough to say, right, well that isn't something you see me about.
Max, nice to meet you, dude. You bought a bed? Yeah. Sweet. Sports Massage Academy have an affiliation with Giants Live in terms of supplying the massage therapists. That's one of the a good reason to train with Sports Massage Academy, because you get to come see all this backstage stuff with the world's strongest men. Pretty much all this space will be here for me, you, there's a Lee or a Leah, and Rocco here, who's the sort of sports therapist. He's the man.
If Rocco can't heal you with those healing hands, then you probably need surgery.
They're vital, they're always busy.
It's very important, you know, keeping the guys stretched out, and there's all of them have a little niggle.
If something cramps up, or if you've got a little tweak or anything like that, your competition's not over.
And I competed for 20 years, there wasn't a show where I didn't have a niggle, it's just what it is.
I like to go and see him before, just for my back, and I have a bit of like a left gammy hip.
Well, strongman's changed throughout the years. Most of the time now, the athletes that come to see me know exactly which bit they want treating, so it's usually loosen my quads up, just give my back a quick going over.
Too much massage takes energy out your body, there's no doubt about it.
Although they're big guys and they do take a beating and I do need to put a lot of pressure on, I don't want them to feel me while they're doing their thing.
Just light manipulation and getting blood in that area where that injury is.
If it's minor, they might be able just to work it out and get through it, help the guys get through the contest.
I'm not here just for the Giants, I'm here for everybody. I've treated Darren a few times. Colin's always having a little lay down on the couch. Ben loves his calves being done. Plenty of athletes, but also crew that have felt my wrath.
Vital to what we do and to keeping the shows running a lot of the time.
The shield carry is brutal.
I hated it as an athlete, but you just got to dig deep and go as far as you can. Some of those guys that started badly in the overhead, they need to push now and pick up some points.
Basically, you're going to carry this 200 kilo shield that is just crushing down on your chest as far as possible.
Giant sleeve shield carry is very wide and very thick. A lot of people can't get their hands around it. Even to get their hands around it, it's very uncomfortable.
Just suffering. How much are you willing to suffer to carry that shield as far as possible?
It's a big horrible shield, the Giants Live one.
Anytime I've done it, both biceps have ended up black, but I don't care. I just pick it up and I go with it because I'm a hard. I'm not like these soft European.
One of those things, if you pick it up wrong, it goes wrong very quick.
This type of implement, you need to be really quick and just get straight into it.
A lot of people hold it for a very similar amount of time. It's just how fast your legs go.
Go until it falls out your arms or you collapse with it in your arms. Whatever's going to happen, it's going to happen.
I used to have the world record in this at 62 metres. My other good friend Tom Stoltman that came out after me.
Baby brother Tom, of course, he's got the world record.
Tom Stoltman's got the world record in the shield carry at 65.3 metres, I think it is. So that'll be really interesting to see if anybody can beat that record.
Shield's good. The warm-ups felt quite weightless, so I'm excited to get out and sort of prepared myself to just die on this one. So hopefully someone will be picking me off the floor on this because I'm gonna.
I'll just leave him out there. If he hasn't gone balls to the wall, then he's getting no help from me. I'll just leave him there. So yeah, do or die, as they say.
That's fair.
There's some really good athletes that I think I'll give it a run for the money, but it's a long way.
But at Giants Live, there's not long to recover between events. So you may push yourself to the absolute limit and then just have nothing left for the next events. And that's an issue that some guys that are new to Giants Live may suffer. There could be guys that struggle with it, but actually it might be beneficial because they're fresh for the next event.
Excited to get my hands on shield again. Lost a bit timber.
Pablo Cordiaca's an absolute animal on shield. Par obviously has the second longest distance ever achieved on this. Paddy's fantastic, Mateus is great, Luke's good at shield.
I think Pablo Cordiaca will be tough for this event. They're saying Paddy Haynes, but Paddy Haynes hasn't been using this equipment before. I could catch him out.
Par's taught me how to do it the way Par does it, and it feels very, very, very easy.
A lot of people underestimate how awkward this shield is. Luke Richardson's going to do well in it because I give him the tips.
Like instead of walking like this with your hamstrings, you're upright, which means that you're not fatiguing this. You're upright, so it's not taxing your arms because it's literally sat on top of them. You're just hugging something whilst you're walking upright, basically.
It's definitely the slimmer, lighter athlete event because they don't have a big atlas stone in the way of carrying the shield.
It's a massive advantage if you can do it like that, which I don't think everyone can because obviously you need the limb length for it.
Up and away. Look at Qualification, Lawrence Shockley.
That is impressive. Not many athletes have the wingspan to get all the way around this shield. Foytu trying to cover as much ground as he can while those biceps hold out. But Qualification,
200 kilos as he hits 40 metres and he looks solid. Little look across at Darren Sadler. And you can hear the Leeds Arena get behind Paddy. Here we go! He has passed the mark and he's heading to the fourth turn. 80 metres is in the boxer. There is a big, big smile from the dark horse, Paddy Haynes. Wow!
I think the shield carry was more than a hit. It was a world record. It was a smash hit, thanks to Paddy Haynes.
Broken? It was absolutely atomised.
What a turnaround from the first event to that event.
Paddy Haynes did not start well at this competition.
Lift up those weak performances, even close to his good performance. I mean, he broke the world record there by 20-something metres. That's extraordinary.
And I thought he was desperately unlucky not to hit 90 metres. A centimetre off.
89.99 has to be a wind-up though, isn't it? The Sadler boy, everything is done by the book. I want that spot of worlds more than any of them boys. I ain't gonna stop.
Feel beautiful, mate. Like I say, the next 3 events are good on paper for me, so I think we're already up in 5th or 4th, so we're in such a good place right now. It's just one event at a time, deliver on all of them and get a world spot.
So you didn't have to pick him up?
No, Rob's doing that for me.
From the Ukrainian Kordiaka, just over 60 metres, not far off what was the old world record at 65 metres.
Not bad, but I expected to do run faster, run much far, you know.
Yeah.
But that was impressive.
Seems to have tweaked his hamstring a little bit though. Very hamstring heavy exercise. He's got things like deadlift coming up. That's not good. So again, we'll see how he gets on.
The challenge for him being to make it through the competition and continue to progress towards his obvious potential.
And yet another good performance from Mateusz Kiedaszkowski, coming 3rd in the shield carry, as you'd expect from the Terminator.
There's an inner humility about the guy. His potential is ridiculous. His ability, off the charts.
Do you want to see my Evan Singleton impression?
What are you on about? Oh, the vent.
It's very wide and very thick. A lot of people can't get their hands around it. Even to get their hands around it, it's very uncomfortable.
Still talk about shield carry.
Yeah.
World record, and you get Bobby Frampton massaging your calf.
That's what you get, a world record and you get this. That's the rule. But yeah, it's nice. I was getting some blood in my legs again, and have chairs thrown in the face.
Do you shit a lot during the event?